Welcome back. This lesson is about the early genus Homo. So that is our genus of Homo sapiens sapiens. The Homo is the genus name, and we will be studying some early species of that genus. So in this lesson, we are answering the questions of what characteristics define the genus Homo, who were the earliest members of the genus Homo, and what other key evolutionary trends and other developments existed in the early part of the genus Homo, when the genus Homo emerged about 3 to 2.5 million years ago. In the last module, we looked at some potential early tool users, such as Australopithecus afarensis, Australopithecus platyops, or Australopithecus garhi. All of these species we have suspected or found clues that may indicate that they used tools. Those tools would have been from the Oldowan toolkit, which is the oldest style of stone tools. So here we are looking at an early discovery. In 1891, Eugene Dubois found the first Homo erectus remains on the island of Java. Dubois worked as a physician, but he searched for fossils in his free time. He managed to get work as a paleontologist and searched for fossils with the help of 50 convicts at Sumatra and found nothing. He convinced his superiors to let him search in Java and heard about bones eroding from the banks of the Solo River. He originally named this hominin fossil Picanthropus erectus, though it was nicknamed Java Man. And we can see in the picture here, this kind of skull cap is what it's often called. We can see how it's all elongated with a low forehead and large brow ridges. Those are some features we'll be looking at later. Over time, he found more of these hominin fossils, but they weren't the earliest hominin or even the earliest from the genus Homo. This is just an early example of a hominin being found in the 1800s, and we have learned much more and found many more hominin fossils since then. So these fossils are actually what we now call Homo erectus, and we'll be learning more about Homo erectus later in the lesson. So as I said, this lesson is about the early genus Homo. We'll be focusing on two species, Homo habilis and Homo erectus. So what we have in modern Homo sapiens sapiens, or also called anatomically modern humans, we are distinctive in having large brains and in depending on material culture for survival. So we don't just depend on our instinct and Mother Nature. We make tools and clothing and shelter to survive. So rather than relying on our bodies for the collection, processing, and eating of food, modern humans rely on tools and technology as part of their adaptive strategy. These attributes are what scientists look for in the fossil record when they sought the first species of our genus, the genus Homo. So here we're focusing on culture as something that makes us human. As a reminder, we have been looking at different epochs of the Cenozoic, when we looked at first early potential primates in the Paleocene to the first true primates in the Eocene, on through the Oligocene and the Miocene. In the Miocene, we see kind of an explosion of more apes, and we are going into the Pliocene here, the late Pliocene, with the emergence of Homo habilis.